Hands off, unless you want to stamp. This Jiren's armor is mine. Want to bet how many days he'll last in the stocks? I can't wait. I want to snatch those fine pants off his corpse. Yeah, maybe. He works for the vice cannons. Another dark elf sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. It's a good nose. I could use it to make a fine necklace. The stocks are south of that beached hull called the Blasted Breton. You can't miss it. In a few days, the smell will lead you there. And no taking his pants. Those are mine. Because he's a spy. Why else would he be here? He was blathering about our duty to Shadowfen. He was spying, it's obvious. Never trust a dark elf. Especially my mates. They are proven pirates, aren't they?
Gods, why did I ever set foot in this stinking pit? Was it duty or stupidity? Come to mock me like the rest, have you? Well, fear not. I have no dignity left. For the crime of believing pirates cared about the welfare of the Pact. Rumors say the Dominion is smuggling in supplies through this miserable landing. My questions were not welcome. Their so-called leader seized me and put me out here to rot. Or maybe you could join me here, no? If you insist, you'll have to get her attention. A few well-placed punches should get you an audience. You might try going to the beached ship and knocking heads with one of the drunken rowdies there. Be quiet, unless you want to join me. These pirates are smuggling supplies and weapons to the Dominion troops in Shadowfen. If we don't shut down their operation, the Dominion skirmishers will turn into a full-blown battlefront. Agreed. I foolishly thought that since most of the pirates are Argonians, they'd hate the Dominion. But coin and old hatreds speak louder than words in this town, as you can guess. Little more than animals they are.
Greetings! Blessings of Arche upon you. By Arche's beard! Evil swirls about that urn. It is a cursed object. You were right to bring it here. What a Malleus! That is the worst news I have received in a long time. I will take the urn to a holy place, where its corruption can be cleansed. Did he die at peace? In Arche's grace? His last blessing, given to an... You return! His last blessing, given to another. I'm not surprised. Malleus was ever selfless. I will travel to Broken Tusk and recover his body. He deserves rest. Thank you, friend, for all you have done. Arche be with you.
Not much longer now. The temple appears as a nest disturbed. The dark elves around it seem busy themselves, but accomplish nothing.
Help me out, will you?
Whatever it is, I don't give a rat's tail. I just want to finish my drink. I don't take social visits with nobodies like you. Get lost before I make you disappear. I can see you mean business. I won't press my luck. I surrender. She's on the upper deck in the captain's quarters. The guards won't give you trouble if you don't make any. Hope your business is worth the pain you're headed for.
Spare a coin?
You haven't introduced yourself, outsider. I don't care if you're brave or foolish. Don't waste my valuable time. State your purpose. Why should you stand before One-Eye? The sniveling dark elf? He needed the fresh air. His words were addled, telling everyone how I should run my town. As for his concerns, the Dominion deals with the Khajiit, not us. And for the moment, she is protected. Senil insults me with his fancy words and sense of superiority. Still, I could look the other way. What's this Khajiit getting out of her deals with the Dominion? Find out where and what. Then we will talk more about Senil's freedom. Everyone knows I'll pay well to know this Khajiit's plans. Plenty of bites, but no meat. Right now, there's another wharf rat waiting outside. See what that squealer has to say. If it sounds useful, give him this reward. Mind you, don't go running off with this.
I speak to One-Eye, and only her. You have it, Dariel? Yes, I smell it on your fingers. Fresh and sweet, nice like rain. You didn't open it, did you? Maybe take some for yourself? Please, I need it. Can I have it? I know things. Oh, it's words you want. Yes, the Khajiit. She has a name, Sanji. There's a meeting, one of her kits and a foreigner. Soon, very soon. They meet in the warehouse south of here. You get there first. Spy on them. Good, yes? Now give me Dariel. Yes, this is just what I need. Now leave me with my prize. Many days of pleasure ahead.
Got the coin? The boss don't buy promises.
It arrived on our ship. You'll all be very rich very soon.
Then we've got your supplies, weapons, food and drink, medicine, and protection.
And what do you bring me? It better be something of worth. I don't pay layabouts for rotten fruit. That's bad for my reputation, but it's worse for the layabouts. I'm sure you understand. Pfah. Of course she'd sell them weapons. But protection? That's my business. Nobody but me offers protection here. Seems like your dark elf friend was correct. Some of the lads are aiding the Dominion, and they're doing it without my say-so. He can stay there a while longer. That would make it easier for you to work on my side, wouldn't it? And after you help me rid my town of this Khajiiti upstart, we'll both have what we want. So now we understand each other. My problems are your problems. The crews in this town are loyal to one thing: gold. This Khajiit has been buying a little too much loyalty. She might even think she could threaten my power. Me? I won't do anything. However, someone else could deliver a good lesson. The docks crawl with foreign merchants, tempting the local crews with their sweet high elf gold. A little bloodshed will send them a message. Pfah. They're no good to me injured, but the Dominion lackeys are another matter. Put the fear of One Eye and her crew into them. That should loosen some tongues. Then find out where our Khajiit is hiding.
Unless you got an invite from the lady, leave the dock. Well, now she's a popular one. Word's out that she's got money, huh? What makes you think you'll take a piece of the cut? Good point. I prize my pelt. You'll need this key to get into her hideout. Now you've got nothing to complain about, right?
You heard the bald lady? She's the new boss in town. Or she will be. Ha! Ha! Sure. This one will tell you all about the secret hideout. And then, this will invite One Eye to tea. Stupid sheepskin. Get out of this one's whiskers before he close your muzzle off. Ah, how very persuasive. No need for such threats, friend, yes? The lady has her nest in underground. An abandoned mine, I believe. Good luck. Or not finding it. What do you want? Only them on the lady's business is allowed here. You think that comes for free? By your looks, you couldn't pay me enough to tell you what color her tail fur is. Get out of my territory. You waste my time. You're that sure? Well, that sounds like a pirate's deal. You do all the work, I take half the money. There's a trapdoor in a small warehouse on the shore. That'll get you to her.
Useless cat.
Wait a breath. This Khajiit is not here to challenge. You have won your right to lead. All here will follow you if you spare them. You have come to challenge for leadership, yes? That is why Sanji is dead and you are not. You will be the new gang boss if you, decide not to kill us. Let me show you our usefulness. You desire the riches offered by the Dominion, yes? We do not have it, not yet. Sanji hasn't met with the High Elf to get our cut, but if you could take it like you took the life of Sanji, let us talk above ground, where it's safer. The others may not see you as their leader yet. You're here to make a deal, right? We show you the Dominion's treasure ship, you take their prize, and we all stay alive. Much better than the alternative. Partnership? Not much choice, is there? We can aid you in exchange for our lives. We can help you get our treasure for One Eye. If you're on One Eye's good side, this is better for all of us. Time we get to work, yes? Won't be long until the Dominion learns Sanji is dead. Then they'll take their treasure and run. That's bad for both of us. Get on their ship, take their things, and escape alive. It's a simple plan. The Dominion's landing is right outside. I'll have a boat to haul the treasure. We can't go back the way we came. Me? This mind is for planning, not sword fighting and bloodletting. Oh, and counting coins. I am very good at that. This plan is reasonable, no? You must make haste, esteemed leader. If the Dominion troops leave with their treasure, One Eye will be very unhappy indeed. We were part of the Renrija Mauer. What does it matter, the past? We follow your orders now. Once this is all over, we can go back to doing what we do best. Making money. The Renrija Mauer. Some called us pirates, others privateers. It did not matter. We sailed under the papers of the Dominion, capturing enemy merchants for our profit and for the Dominion's pleasure. No more talk. This is wasting precious time. Beautiful sight it is. One Eye can't wait to get her talons on it. Sir Josh will take care of this. You have business to attend to with One Eye.
So the Khajiit didn't lie. I pegged you to make off with the money. I misjudged you. Here's your dark elf. I expect the Dominion's prize will be delivered as payment for my largesse. and I have yet another present for you. A high elf has come visiting, demanding a supply line through Alton Corimont. She's willing to pay handsomely for the privilege. Clearly, she is a Dominion commander. If she dies, there is no one to execute their plans here, and I will have her gold. She's in a cabin on the lower deck, waiting for me to return. If someone else arrived instead of me, I'm sure they could take care of this problem. I, of course, would never strike down a guest.
I must inform the Vice Canon of this situation.
Seems we have an unexpected guest. Oh, Mendrez won't shut up about you.
A little messy, but sometimes you have to take the low road, right? One of your vice canons is waiting for you. I'll let them stay as long as you are vouching for their behavior. This is still my town. Understand? They're on the upper deck. Follow me.
Spare a coin?
One eye would have me believe you single-handedly rid this port of Dominion meddling. I would be dubious, but Sunil Fenrilla corroborated her story. Now we don't need to fight a war with these pirates. We have you to thank for that. Don't be modest. One-eyed boasted of your skills. I've offered the pirates letters of marque to seize any Dominion ships they find. You've earned a reward. Take it with the gratitude of Stormhold and the Wardens.
These words are so final. You've seen me up here writing. Letters sent, but not returned. Why do I keep writing to him if he doesn't care? Perhaps the mire has finally taken him. I've been sending letters to a corpse. Lutima. We were egg cousins when we were young. He fell in love and went to the Percolating Mire to follow her. All the while, he was blind to my affections. At first, he sent letters back. Then, none came. I even wrote to his lover to ask what became of him. Nothing. There was never a reply. I'm leaving these swamps. I'm going to go to the dry lands. This is my last letter to Lutima. Will you deliver it to him? If not into his hands, then his grave. I fear the worst.
Are you trying to rob me?
Keep your head down. The invaders in Percolating Mire are indiscriminate in their killing. What? I haven't heard from her in years. Why did she decide to write me after all this time? She and Kinash, my wife, did not get along. But now Kinash is dead. It's comforting to know Rabine still thinks fondly of me.
Thank the three. Someone who looks like they can handle themselves in a fight. My husband's in danger. Please help us. The Dominion invaded. They trapped my husband, Khajiit, along with the other villagers. I hid and got out past the guards, but I won't leave without my husband. Those soldiers are terrorizing our people. Kill them. Rescue everyone you can. And please look for Khajiit. I don't know what the Dominion's doing here, but they said something about crystals. I'll sneak back in. Meet me near the village center. They didn't expect to see a Dunmer, so I made sure they didn't. I can be stealthy at need. He was born to slaves in Vardenfell. And yes, he's Argonian, but he's different. Distant. Haunted. Listens to words more than meaning. But he's my husband, and I love him. The Tree Minder lured him here. The Tree Minder says Argonians born away from the Hist are damaged, but they can be healed by some sort of ritual to join them with a Hist. I don't know. I don't want them to change Khajiit. And why does the Dominion want him, or the others? Yes, though I didn't catch all of it. Crystal shackles, buckles... I'm not sure.
I owe you my life. I thought I'd never escape.
I can't believe it. Free.
Free at last.
What did they do to him? What's wrong with my husband? Khajiit won't talk to me. He ran up and hugged me, but he won't speak to me. At least we're both alive. We're together again, thanks to you. Ever since you rescued him, Khajiit won't talk. Look in his eyes. It's like he's not there at all. I had harsh words with the tree minder. She won't talk to me now. Would you ask her for help? Her hut's just up this path. She doesn't trust me, and after our recent clash, I doubt she'll want me to stay. But I'll do whatever she says it takes to heal Khajiit. I wish we'd never come here, but Khajiit insisted we'd find a way to fit in.
Welcome. Today, you've protected those who cannot protect themselves. Like many born away from the Hist, Khajiit is withdrawn, but never entirely silent. She thinks I blame her, but Fain Vildan has done nothing to harm him or this village. No, it's Khajiit they wanted, and together we can find him. The Dominion clearly targeted Khajiit. As his spirit reunited with the Hist, it was open to suggestion. Weak, and now it's lost. I need freshly picked Lanciata foliota to track his spirit. It grows within our mushroom cave. Just that. Know that once you touch the Lanciata foliota, it will only work on you. Bring it here, and I'll guide you to a place Khajiit's spirit could be. Be careful of the caves, Wamasu. They're a necessary but dangerous part of our cultivation. Everything's ready for the blessing. All I need is the Lanciata Foliota, and then we can start. Good. The Lanciata Foliota will put you in a dreamlike state. You will feel as if you're Jahreet himself, and you will know what his spirit needs to reunite with his body. Follow your instincts. You'll be able to reach Jahreet's spirit wherever it wanders. Close your eyes, chew carefully. Concentrate on Jahreet, and the Hist will guide you to him.
Seek Jahreet's memories. Say what should have been said.
Jahreet, I've seen you talking to my daughter without bowing your head. Never do that again. Is that how you address your master? You're a slave. If you look at Fane again, I'll put your eyes out. Do you understand? Why, you scally little piece of... You'll suffer for this.
Memories remain tangled. This weakens our roots. We should have sent you to Black Marsh. You weren't meant to be a slave, Jahreet, my son. Sithis blessed us with a clutch of eggs. Master offered to send them back to Black Marsh, but we chose to keep you, all with us. If we had listened to him, none of you would have been born slaves. Can you forgive me? Then I will die knowing whatever my mistakes, and they were many, I will be at peace with my son. Thank you. You've untangled memories. The Hist blesses you.
Jahreet, I heard you talking to Treeminder Folzok. You're not going to Percolating Mire, are you? Different isn't wrong. I love you the way you are. Do you mean it? I can come with you? I know it won't be easy for us. Jahreet, we're stronger together than apart.
Come. Meet me beneath the Hist tree. Pain opens the door to corruption, separating body and spirit. Healing cannot be complete while the corruptor lurks nearby. I am part of the Hist, a part you can perceive and help. Carathel of the Dominion steals my memories and weakens my fibers, using Jahreet's fragile new connection to reach me. Stop Carathel. He enters the Hist through Jahreet's mind to take my memories. Carathel's treachery will kill me, and my children will suffer. I will send you down to the Hist's roots. kill Carathel and save Jarit.
Destroy the intruder!
You've been asleep a long time. Jarit has asked about you. Several times, in fact. What happened? There's more to it, isn't there? The Dominion used crystals on our people, pulling at them from inside their heads, they said. But some don't remember it at all. Why? Ah, that clears it up. Jarit has developed a strong connection to the Hiss through this experience. Something he lacked since his birth. He must become a healer. Please convince him of his destiny.
I'm glad to see you awake. Yes, my thanks. Now that I can hear the hist, Tree Minder Falsock wants to teach me to be a healer. Fane wants us to return to Narcissus. I don't know what to do. I want Fane by my side wherever we live. Clearly she's not happy in the mire, and I wasn't happy in Narcissus. You've traveled. I trust you. What would you do? She wouldn't leave, and she'd be unhappy. But once my training's complete, we could move elsewhere. Maybe a city like Stormhold would suit both of us. Life won't be easy for me as a former slave. Even with Fane's help, the best I could hope for is work as a laborer. But her family's there, and she misses them. I value her happiness. I've always wanted to be a healer. Fane and I can go anywhere once my training is complete. Thank you for helping me decide. Since merging with the Hist, I feel so alive.
If Jarit's happy, I'll make the best of it.